Hi, my name is Rong. I've won the book prize for evidence in the CLP examination 2016 this year.
Tell us a little bit about your education background.
So after I finished my Form 5, I did my South Australian matriculation, after which I went to Australia to do my law degree. In 2015, I came back and enrolled in the CLP program with BAC.
Could you tell us what made you choose BAC?
A lot of my friends were from BAC, and so they've told me about Brickfields Asia College and how they've got a very good CLP program going on. I've also seen quite a lot of advertisements around myself, so when I asked around, and basically I think it was by a lot of word of mouth that I ended up enrolling at BAC.
And generally, what was your BAC experience like?
It was very interesting. A CLP was a very tough, a very stressful examination, a very stressful period of everybody's life. I think BAC has helped made that a bit better with the way they've approached the exam in breaking it down into parts for us as well. And so the classes were all very structured, the lectures were structured, the tutorial. And also I've made good friends during my time here in BAC.
What was your initial reaction when you found out that you had won the book prize?
I was very surprised. It was not something I expected at all. In fact, I had to pause a few seconds after my name was called because I wasn't sure if it was going to be me. So of course I'm very happy and very thankful for this opportunity as well.
And who would you credit for your achievement?
Of course, I have to credit my parents first because without them I would not be here at all. Secondly, the credit has to go to the lecturers at BAC as well because without their passion and determination in teaching us, I don't think that any of us would have ever made it. And last but not least, my friends who were in it together with me.
How would you say BAC has contributed towards your success?
BAC has a very structured CLP program, which I think is very good because you know from the beginning what's going to happen, what subjects you're going to learn first, followed by what, and then you get your revision sessions afterwards. And so the lecturers are very structured as well. Everything is in chapters and all your materials are prepared by them, so they know their materials. And so they will tell you beforehand what do you have to read, what do you have to study for the next exam, for the next week, for the next preparation. So I think all in all, the structure of the program was very good and the lecturers as well.
Could you tell us a little bit about your lecturers at BAC?
As I've mentioned a few times now, I think the lecturers are one of the main reasons how I would credit them for my achievement today as well. All of them are very passionate. I think because I won the book prize for evidence, and Miss Amrita leaves a very strong impression with me for just the fact that she's so passionate about teaching us, and she's more worried about our exam than we were of our own exam. So I think I would like to give a shout out to her here if I can.
What has reading law given you, Rong?
Reading law has given me, to be honest, I think the ability to look at different perspectives. Because as a law student, there's always two sides to everything. And sometimes you don't get to choose which side you're on. So you have to understand that every situation can be seen from both perspectives. There are always two ways to look at it. And I think reading law has honed that kind of skill in me as well, so that I would always approach a situation by looking at two sides of it and not just, there's always two sides to a story, I think.
What are your plans for the future?
In the meantime, I would like to finish my pupillage successfully, and then I would like to continue practicing in intellectual property law, intellectual property litigation to be specific, and I'm going to spend the next 5 years probably honing my skills in this specific area of law.
What tips would you give future CLP students about how to succeed at the CLP examination?
I'm just going to share my experience because I'm not sure whether that would be a good tip or not, but I think to be consistent is the answer. If you've been consistent from, let's say, January, if you do your revisions every day, every week you attend your tutorials, there is no way that when come 1 month before the exam, you will be freaking out because you've already got everything that you need. If you've been consistent, I think that's the only thing you need for CLP, to be consistent in your studies.